But you're right, there's no way to solve the bus legs if to get off and play.
Right.
Corrigan can't hit the three-pointer. Worked out some technical difficulties. Glad you're joining us here. We'll have a live feed all the way here. We're not going to break for commercials. We might turn the sound down a bit to give myself and Logan a break. As 2 more points for Aiden Sickler have Foxcroft up by 12. But we are on now, and glad you're joining us wherever you're watching this game. It's been a tremendous start for the Ponies. That's deflected. It was Sickler again. Beckham made.
The intensity from the top at Coach Beal all the way down to the end of that bench, standing up, excited, engaged in this basketball game.
You know how many points are on the line here is Stevens, again, trying to roughhouse his way. Almost hit the shot. Miller has the rebound, and the Vikings will set up the offense. Carson Richards, back to Miller again. Declan Miller. Morningstar setting the screen. Miller returns the pass. It's rejected. Now go home and get your shine box.
Get that out of here.
What a great block. Lucas Sands again. Here's Stevens. No.
Wow, the gym would have blown off if Hunter Stevens made that shot right there.
Off balance the way he was. He'll get a chance to cash in 2 from the line. Stevens already hit 1 from the line early, including a 3-point play. As I mentioned at the time, a 65% free throw shooter. He'll get 1 more. And then Belanger into the game for Caribou. Dakota Trombley also checking in for the Vikings, a pair of seniors up off Cal Corrigan's bench. Belanger's been dealing with an injury that's limited his minutes lately. And he's an important piece of this Caribou team as Stevens hits 1 out of 2. Landon Smith, the senior, coming in. And Hunter Stevens, tremendous 5 minutes for him to start this game. He'll get a rest.
Might have earned himself another start with that performance. Coming off the starting off.
Carson Richards to Owen Corrigan. Corrigan had it stolen. That was Sickler. Can he beat Corrigan to the hole? He can!
Wow. What a start for the Ponies.
A 15-point lead. We're not even 5 minutes in yet. Willette. Dakota Trombley's first touch. Go underneath. That's Willette again. Offensive foul. Everything coming up Ponies here in the first quarter.
I have that written down in my notes. Rotating on defense is going to be crucial against a team that can move the ball like Caribou. Right there, Lennon McAfee rotating, getting there, right place, right time, drawing the charge. That's high effort play right there from your star player.
That's the first foul on Willette. Third foul on the Vikings here in the first quarter.
See Caribou now going to a 2-3 zone. They got to figure something else out.
And for Foxcroft Academy, it's been a great start, but you don't want to assume that you've got things wrapped up in the first 6 minutes. There's a 3 on the way. Wow, if you keep doing that, Lucas Sands buries the outside shot. It's an 18-point lead. Caribou, I don't think, knows what's hit them here.
Lucas Sands is 0 for 4 from three-point land on the season. That's his first 3.
Belanger passed that off to Corrigan. That's knocked into the Foxcroft bench. It will stay with the Vikings.
Little extracurricular activity by Corrigan as he's getting sat down on the bench.
Yeah.
Clear as day, a push off.
Coach Kyle Corrigan was not happy about that and took him right out of the game. He brought in Louis Hebert, the freshman. This is not something that Vikings or their fans are used to seeing. You'd be forgiven if you thought perhaps it was a mistake on the scoreboard. So Corrigan's going to come back in a bit, but not yet. He thought he would check back in right now. It is Vikings basketball right in front of the Foxcroft bench. Not much room over that sideline, is there?
No, not at all.
Hebert just in the contest, the freshman. Willette. Carson Richards wants the 3. It won't fall for him. The rebound, Trombley rejected. The putback won't fall. And a foul called in the rebound. It's a push. It'll stay with Caribou. That's the first foul called against the Ponies in this game.
Ponies catching a break right there, not able to come up with the rebound. You know, those second chance opportunities, those are crucial for Caribou to convert, especially when you dig yourself a hole like this. Corrigan's been standing at the scores table for a while now, still has not subbed in.
Chandler St. Peter wants to come in with him. The foul was against Landon McAfee, his first. McAfee, the leading scorer on this team, averaging 17.2 points per game. So Corrigan back in, Chandler St. Peter back in for the Vikings. Owen Corrigan set to inbound for the visitors. Willette. Team control foul called against the Vikings. That's their fourth foul here in the first quarter.
2 points in 6 minutes.
Atlanta Blanchard picked up his first foul. Caribou will try some press here off the inbounds play. Sickler playing pass with Sands. Sands gaining the timeline. It's token pressure by the Vikings as they backed off. Sickler getting away from Corrigan. Was picked up well after the screen set from McAfee. Lucas Sands. And there's quite intensity here in the gym this evening.
I like what Foxcroft Academy's doing right now. Let the clock roll down. Let's find the right shot.
Sickler, no.
That's not
Rebounds. Swooping in McAfee, but it went off him out of bounds.
Caribou needs any ounce of momentum they can get. They need a basket on this possession.
And held to just 2 points, as you can see, throughout the first 6.5 minutes as we pass the 1:30 mark remaining. Toby Willette underneath. That's a great pass to Belanger, who got hammered, and he'll get a chance to shoot. Belanger, again, has been hampered this year by injuries. Played 9 minutes against Orono, a couple of points. Usually a reliable free throw shooter, but just on the year, a small sample size, just 50% so far. Let's see what we can do here.
Averaging 17 minutes a game, 8 points a game, 3 rebounds, averaging a steal.
It's the first.
Solid role player for the Vikings.
And he had quite a state championship game against York. Two big points for the Vikings that, hopefully from a Caribou perspective, will stop the bleeding.
Miles Llewellyn in the game now. He had a huge game against MCI, 28 points.
Yeah.
Earned himself a little more time. We're seeing him early in this one.
27 against Holton. That shot short, but the rebound put in. It's perfect by Lennon McAfee, who just appeared out of nowhere like an apparition. Belanger, baseline, lost it. He was the last to touch it. It's Ponies basketball. Aiden Sickler. Crossing the timeline with Corrigan draped on him.
Sickler's going to have to play the role of the facilitator with Evo not in this game.
McAfee trying to get past Richards. Does. Count the basket!
What a move.
Waiting to see what the call was. I expected it would be on the defense, and it is.
Right there, Lennon McAfee had no lane to the basket, uses a jump step to get around his defender, create position, and goes up for the left-hand layup. Great job by Lennon McAfee.
Hunter Stevens back in to give Lucas Sands a rest.
That's a superstar basketball move right now. 95% of basketball players in high school cannot make that move right there.
Lennon McAfee trying to make it a 21-point lead. Hits the blackjack. Owen White, a freshman for Foxcroft, in right now. I think this is a good move by Charles Beal. You got a 21-point lead. Give some guys a little rest here at the end of the first quarter, which has to be the best quarter that Foxcroft's played all season.
And Owen White might be one of the best freshman defenders, all-around basketball players in the area. Tall, lengthy kid. He can find his own shot, plays great defense, hustles. He's going to be a stud one day.
Miles Llewellyn called for the foul. It's his first. Third foul called against the Ponies here in the first quarter.
When has Caribou ever been held to 4 points in a quarter? It has to have been years. Years.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not something you would expect, that's for sure. And again, if you're just flipping this game on right now and see the scoreline, it's not a mistake. Foxcroft is leading 25-4. Still plenty of time left, though, for this potent offensive team. I don't think the Ponies have any inclination they're out of the woods yet. Corrigan. Oh, man, what a shot. that's why you don't count out Caribou. That three-point shot by Corrigan.
And that's the first time he's shown something offensively with his own shot. Buried it, double team right there.
Picture perfect. That was not an easy shot. Llewellyn bounces inside. Stevens rejected by Corrigan. Ball still loose, and that is the way the first quarter will end. 25-7 is our score as Foxcroft Academy came flying out of the gates here at home tonight. They have an 18-point lead over Caribou here in the first quarter.
I'll do some reads. We just mute up for the breaks like we just have to read them.
We can't put so much on it. No, they did the same thing with the other team.
Did it overload?
Yeah, I think so. I think we just have to find people
Hammond Lumber Company is presenting sponsor of this game today here at Foxcroft. They are a fourth-generation family-owned company with over 900 dedicated employees across 22 locations in Maine and New Hampshire. A trusted Maine building supply service and materials company serving industry since 1953. Thank them for their support of high school basketball and high school sports here in the state of Maine on East Maine Sports. Vikings get the basketball. They've got some work to do here, down 18 points, and a quick start in the second quarter will be paramount for Cal Corrigan's team if they want to take anything back to the county with them from this game.
See how much momentum Corrigan takes that last three into this quarter as we see turnover right off the bat.
Sickler with a steal. He's got the ball here. McAfee found a seam.
Too
It's off the
strong.
glass.
He's just too strong.
Chandler St. Peter open. Mid-range jumper is good. Good response by the Viking sophomore. Sickler. Stevens out in the corner. Sickler. Stopped at the elbow, popped out to Aid. Aid trying to work in on Trombley. Shot won't go. Second chance though for Aid off the iron. And the rebound picked up by Trombley. Carson Richards into the corner for St. Peter. Corrigan. Behind a screen, but too far behind the arc to take the three-point chance. St. Peter. Trombley. That's off the back iron. Perfect spot for the rebound. Both Stevens and Sands in great position.
The Vikings not really a great rebounding team. On the other side, the Ponies are, and they're using that to their advantage. Hunter Stevens and Lucas Sands dominating the glass so far in this game.
Aiden Sickler, guarded by Corrigan. Sickler. Pass that back. It'll stay in the front court, so Ponies can reset. Lennon McAfee. Long